going on, friends? It is Ben with Bearded Spruce. I'm here today to review this mini split made by Mr. Cool. And if you followed me on my channel for any length of time, you're probably wondering, what are you doing reviewing this box outside your house? It actually is a mini split which helps cool and heat a room. And a lot of people actually use them for their shops, their detached garage or attached garages. And so I thought it would be super helpful today to do a review on this guy, which we've had for almost 3 years now. As you know, if you follow me at all, I don't like to do reviews of things that I just purchased and opened and have no clue how they work yet. And so I try to wait at least 2 years, if not 3. And we're coming up on that 3-year mark of having this be an absolute beast for us. And so I thought I would dive into a review on this. I'm actually also thinking about installing a new one on my shop. And so stay tuned. If I get a chance to do that, I'll show the installation process on how to go about installing this. But I will go over a few, tips and tricks on how I did it and what it entails in case you're thinking about buying one. So let's jump into some high-level specs on this. I bought it on Amazon, like I said, almost 3 years ago. Don't remember the price when I bought it, but I checked this morning, and the current pricing for this specific one that has a single zone, 12,000 BTU, 18 SEER, I believe. I'll check me on that, look in the description below, but is $1,200 on Amazon right now. The really cool thing about this mini split is it's also classified as a heat pump. According to the website mrcool.com, it qualifies for some tax rebates because of some new laws that were put into place last year. Check in your area if that counts for your area and your state. I live in Colorado, and as far as I could tell, I qualified for a few different discounts on that front. So check that out. I'll link to buy this on Amazon in the description below, as well as the Mr. Cool website if you want to check out more details about this. But you're probably asking, okay, what are you heating? What are you cooling? How does it work? How do you install it? All that kind of stuff. So let's jump into it. So first of all, a few things to know if you're going to want to install one of these guys on your project. You can install it anywhere that has power, and you can drill into the side of the house and install the section that I'll show in a little bit inside. This is the compressor / air mover. I don't know if it's actually called a compressor. I think it's more of a heat pump air mover that I'll explain in a little bit. This is a 220 unit. When installing one of these, you'll want to get with a certified electrician if you're not comfortable installing 220. You'll have to check your local codes to make sure that you're allowed to do it yourself. And in my location, you have to have what's called a whippet connected to a off switch, which mine happens to be the actual panel itself. But in my local jurisdiction, if it's not on the same wall as my main panel, I would have had to install a small little off switch next to it. Again, I don't know the technical term, but just definitely check with your local codes and definitely hire someone if you're not comfortable working with 220. It is very dangerous, so be cautious. So once I got that installed, I installed the lines. There's 2 lines to connect to this side panel that you can see here coming out the side. Don't mind the dirt and debris. I thought I would show it in its natural state. And then I installed this panel that I painted to match the same color as the rest of our house, and I can link to that in the description below as well. It's also on Amazon, and it was super easy to install. But basically, the lines that are 16 feet in length. You can see I coiled the rest up behind it, but run up into a hole that you drill in the wall. And then the condensation drip also runs out through there. And the condensation drip is not just important during the summer, which I thought was the case. It's also important during the winter. Keep that in mind, that you want that drip line very easy to drip, if that makes sense, no matter what time of year. Let's jump inside and I'll go over a few specs on the actual unit itself, what it does, and how it's worked for us. Okay, so let's go over some controls and features of this Mr. Cool mini split slash heat pump. So I have mine installed right up in this corner. Technically, I was supposed to install it a little farther down from the ceiling, but I didn't have the luxury of having any extra room. I think it might actually work a little bit better if I did give that clearance. So definitely follow your instructions and measure before you buy to make sure that you have an adequate space for this. Let me go ahead and turn it on and you can hear it in action. So like I mentioned, this is the 12,000 BTU unit. And you can see in this little corner here where I drilled the hole to push all the lines out. Again, this is not an installation video, but basically what you do is you drill a hole through the drywall or whatever interior siding you have, as well as the exterior siding, and then poke those through, wire it all up, and the lines are pre-set, so you can just plug it in, wire it up, and turn it on, and it works, which is super cool. I'll be silent for a second so you can hear the noise level. It is pretty quiet, as you can tell. This is at full blast, the highest level of the fan, as you can see here. There's also a turbo mode that I'll demonstrate. Which is a little louder, but really it's quieter than a fan, in my opinion. So the other modes that I'll click through briefly is a dry mode that just sucks the moisture out of the air in case you're in like a humid environment. Heat, obviously, and then fan, you can just have the fan going. And then auto, that you can set a max temp and a min temp, and it will keep it somewhere in between those temperatures. I'll set it back to cool since it's hot in here. And the other settings is you can change the fan speed. So you can do auto fan, so it will just keep changing the fan speed to get to your ideal temperature that you have set. You have low, medium, and high, and then auto or turbo. You can go ahead and turn off the LED light like you see there. When we're sleeping, we always turn that off, which is really nice. There's all kinds of different modes that you can mess with that I won't get into, but those are the main ones that we use. You can also change, you can have the fan, little fan thing, swing up and down, which would be nice if you're in like a really big room and you want to kind of oscillate the fan. That is about it for the inside. Let's jump outside and talk about what it's been like to use this fan, this mini split, and if I would recommend it. The last thing I wanted to show is just the noise level of the condenser, which is a concern for a lot of people that I've seen. So let me get this leaf out. And I'll just be silent for a second and you can listen to how loud it is. As you can see, it is not loud at all. We have this right outside our window and we never hear it. It's pretty silent and unobtrusive, especially compared to like a big condenser. I can talk just fine over it, as you can see here. A few things that I wanted to mention is maintenance-wise. I hose this out and just try to clean it up the best case I can, take all the leaves out from behind it, and keep this screen back here super clean. And I've read that keeps it working at its optimal, abilities. You can mount them off the ground, especially if you're in a snowy condition, but we live in a state that it snows all the time and we haven't had an issue with it choking itself out. The only issue that we've had so far is when the condenser line gets clogged for some reason. Like we had some bugs kind of live in there for a few minutes and bring some mud, and it definitely kind of started backing up and wasn't as efficient. So keep an eye out for that. Make sure that your drip line is always clear. But other than that, it has been pretty low maintenance from that standpoint. Before we wrap up, one other really cool feature that I forgot to mention inside is there is an app that you can control this unit. You can control the schedule. You can see what temperature it is. If you have Wi-Fi at home, you can turn it on before you get home. There's some location stuff. That really is a game changer. That was actually an add-on when I bought it a few years ago. I did get that add-on that's now included in the kit itself, and it is really awesome. You can actually track, how hot or cold the room is, even without the unit on. So if you have a dog at home and you're concerned about them in a room or a garage or something, you can monitor that from, anywhere. And it really just kind of, from the first time we bought it when it was just the remote versus now with this mobile device enabled, app, it really is a game changer for that aspect of things. Especially because when we first bought it and didn't have that, we couldn't do like a schedule, or we couldn't have like a minimum temperature that for safety reasons, and it really just adds to that, cost benefit thing. So the biggest question is, would I buy this unit again? And I mentioned in the beginning of the video that I'm thinking about installing one on my shop. So you might have some clue on that answer, but let me explain why we had to buy one for our house. And the reason is, behind me, which is our bedroom, is a 3-season greenhouse turned into a 4-season room attached to our house, which is super cool, and it's been great for us. But the temperature swing, because of the huge windows, and to be frank, they're very old and like single pane, that we need to replace at some point. But most of the room is windows, and so the temperature fluctuation goes from like mid 40s in a really cold day in the winter, and then all the way into the 90s during the summer. It's about 220 square feet total, and to be honest, I don't think that room would be livable without this mini split. It has been a complete game changer. Even with the harshest of conditions, like -4 degrees, we're still able to sleep comfortably. It keeps it in that like low 60s at the lowest point. And then during the summer, we leave it off during the day and it gets pretty warm in there because of the sun. But by the time, we're ready to go to bed and turn it on for like 10 minutes, it's cooled the room down very significantly. So if you're questioning whether you should buy this to improve your living situation, just do it, especially with the tax rebates that are possible that you could look into. $1,200 for, I think it's up to a 300 square foot room, is just a no-brainer for me, especially with those rebates. So feel free to subscribe to my channel, like my video. I really appreciate you guys. All the links in the description below are actually affiliate links, and so if you shop with them or buy this unit with them or any of the accessories I mentioned, I get a little piece of that, and I really appreciate you as a community. I'm super excited about the next couple months. I have some awesome content coming out, so please subscribe and reach out with any questions in the comment area below. And thanks for joining. I'll see you next time.